Hi, it's Chris Watkin back again at the Propertymark Qualifications Awards 2022. I'm joined today by Paul Rushworth, who is the boss man of Finders Keepers, who are a Connells offshoot. You are the employer's champion. If you don't mind me saying, corporate estate agents and qualifications don't normally tend to go together. So why are you here today?
Yeah, it's very, very important. Qualifications for us. Invest in the staff. Get them to qualify, and then they will be able to talk in an informed way to the landlords. And it helps us with landlord retention. It helps us with staff retention because it's qualifying the staff to improve themselves. And so I would much rather spend a lot of money on getting the staff qualified than paying a recruitment consultant.
Do you think that your fellow brothers and sisters in the corporate network could learn a lot from the way you look at qualifications and their colleagues?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. With ROPA, the regulation of property agencies, that's going to come in shortly. I think it's so important that everyone is qualified. And I think the bigger corporates, to answer your question in a bit more specific a way, I think it's very important that the corporates as well as the independents, because a lot of independents haven't qualified their staff, do so. But also to add to that, I also think it's really important that if you've qualified a long time ago, like last century, like 1997 when I last did, I think it's...
You must have been a child.
I was just a child. But I think it's so important to re-qualify. Just imagine how much tenancy law has changed, massively. So is it right to rely on grandfather rights? No, of course it's not. So I felt it was important to re-qualify, show my staff you're never too old to learn, and I'm putting all of the staff through level 3 and level 4, so it's right that I do it too.
And boys and girls, let's be honest, when a corporate normally buys an independent, the stock tends to drift away. But I can tell you now, looking at the stats on Oxford, you guys, you were dominant in Oxford, but now you're even more dominant. And I think a lot of that is to do with your leadership, but also the fact you have your team qualified so they don't go away, don't get flitted away. It's a win-win for everyone. Win-win for landlords, win-win for the company, win-win for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's very kind of you to say that with my leadership. But I think any business, it's about the staff. It's not necessarily about the leader. It's about the staff, and the staff are the most important assets. So for us, yeah, we've protected our staff. We've made sure that they're really, really well qualified. That helps us, as I said, with the engagement of the staff, the retention of the staff. And our landlords love us. We offer a really, really good service. We do it properly, properly, that's our tagline. And the business is growing. And Connells, who acquired the business in 2021, they acquired the whole of the countrywide portfolio. I invited them down months and months later when I'd heard nothing. And, Stephen Shipley, who's the chairman, was delighted about Finders Keepers. He'd always admired it from the outside looking in, and seeing it from the inside at last, he was really, it blew his socks off. And he wants to invest in the business and continue to let us to grow in our own way, rather than being, as it would with a corporate where they start to centralise everything. They've left us alone completely.
Paul, thank you for that. And there's a top tip for you boys and girls in corporate land is, if you're going to buy an agency, then let them get on with their jobs. And well done for what you've done. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Thank you.